Hello gentlemen. So, in recent days, Bezalel Smotrich, who is Israel's finance minister and known for far-right political positions, made very controversial remarks about Gaza. He used terms like, real estate bonanza, real estate goldmine, saying Gaza could become extremely valuable property after or even during the destruction and war. He said these things while speaking at a real estate, urban renewal conference in Tel Aviv. He claimed that Israel has paid a lot of money for this war, and that it is only fair to work out how to divide up the land in Gaza. He said that the demolition phase, which he described as the first stage of what he calls renewal, is already done. Now we just need to build. Smotrich also confirmed that he has already begun negotiations with the United States about this plan, about how Israel and the US might share percentages in the land, in a post-war reconstruction or development plan. He has described the proposal as serious, not metaphorical. He said this idea is not just talk but something being worked out. Now, this has provoked a lot of alarm. Critics see this plan as raising very serious moral, legal, humanitarian, and political issues. Among the concerns, humanitarian damage. Gaza has been under heavy bombardment, widespread destruction, dire shortages of food, fuel, medical supplies, massive displacement of civilians. The war has already caused enormous suffering and damage. Much of Gaza's infrastructure, housing, public buildings, roads, etc., has been destroyed. So proposals to talk about ownership or redevelopment in land that's already been made unlivable raise huge ethical issues. International law. Many observers argue that forcibly displacing a population, demolishing their homes, and then distributing or redeveloping their land for others raises violations of international humanitarian law. The idea of land being divided up after war, especially when much of its population is displaced, is seen by critics as confiscation, possible annexation, or even ethnic cleansing in some readings. Political backlash. Israel's own political spectrum has some division. Even in Netanyahu's government there are denials or cautious distancing from overt resettlement or annexation claims. Some statements like Smotrich's are opposed by others who fear international isolation, economic sanctions, or moral condemnation. Interpretation of demolition as phase 1, Smotrich's framing that destruction equals phase 1 of renewal is deeply troubling to many because it suggests destruction is not only acceptable but part of a planned transformation. That increases fears that damage is not just collateral from war, but part of calculated strategy. What happens to the displaced people? There is little clarity on where the existing people would be in all this. Would they return? Would they be moved elsewhere? Under what conditions? What rights would they have over the land? These questions are largely unanswered in Smotrich's remarks, from reports. So in short, Smotrich is arguing Gaza is being, or could be, transformed into something extremely valuable after the war. The damage from the conflict is already massive and increasing, and he frames that damage as part of preparing the land for redevelopment, i.e. demolition as a first phase. This is deeply controversial, seen by many as treating destroyed lives and homes as assets to be reused for profit or political gain. One more thing, many news outlets report those remarks got wide coverage and created outrage internationally, among Palestinian advocacy groups, international legal experts, human rights orgs. There is strong concern such plans trivialize or disregard the suffering of the civilian population.